Hello and welcome to this mini update. The main update will be out in a couple of days, but just a couple of things needed to cover very quickly. So first of all, Wanderer Book 9 went to my ARC readers today, so they'll just be making sure there's no major problems with the final files for the EPUB. And I'm aiming to be publishing on doing the direct sales from the 8th of, I get the month right, 8th of September, and fully available, I think, from the 15th of September. So I was going to do that and then work on something else afterwards, but I decided I should switch the order around. And that something is Patreon. So if you're not familiar with it, Patreon's a way that you can support almost anyone, but especially creators like writers and people who produce YouTube skits and anything like that, by pledging a small amount each month, and it just helps to keep whatever they're doing going. And I know I sent out the survey about it recently, was asking about it, and a lot of people seem quite interested in it. And the reason I decided to do it now is otherwise I'd be offering it just after having released a book, and as one of the rewards is getting every book that's published. It felt that it was better to look at setting it out right now and getting it out there. So just very quickly, the things that will be included is so access to the final review copy of every book that's released. So that would be the ARC copy. So that won't happen this time round, but for every book going forwards, it means you'll get the book at least a week before it would otherwise be available. You get a free copy of every book that's released whilst you're a backer. Get early access to all the sci-fi short stories. So as soon as I put them up on the website, on BookFunnel, so that they're available to be downloaded, which in some cases might be 5 or 6 months before they're actually sent out and available generally. Quarterly Ask Me Anything. You can see I've got notes for once. Quarterly Ask Me Anything. So I'll take questions by email and then I'll record a video like this just for the backers. And I'm going to pitch it at $5 a month, which I think is hopefully a reasonable price that everyone feels is worth doing. And anyone who backs before the 15th of September, so before the book Wanderer Book 9 is published in the main stores, will receive Wanderer Book 9. And the other thing, I missed something off my list of things. The other thing that's going to be available is there will be a backer only story available every month. So eventually, after a year or two, we'll bundle those up and sell them. But for that year or two, you'll be getting a story that no one else will be getting to see. Other than beta readers, obviously, because they need to clean it up. I am going to send out a copy of that with this, of the first one. It hasn't been through the beta reader, so it's going to be a little bit rougher than normal, and it will be cleaned up. But I wanted to give the first of them because it's a series of stories I've been putting together. I think I've been writing them for about 1.5 years now, and they're just really fun stories. So I want to put it out there so you could see what else you'd be getting, and that will be going out every month as well as the other benefits. So hopefully it's something some of you would be interested in. It will, from a personal point of view, the big thing about having something like Patreon is it's a steady income, whereas book sales are very high when something's first released and then drop off in between. So while it's a long way off yet that I'm thinking about going full time, which will then allow me to write a lot more and create a lot more, it's kind of one of the first steps towards it, because knowing that there's a steady income does help with those choices of what to do when. And if you don't want to back, obviously no problem at all. Just carry on reading the stories, enjoying the books. If you do want to just do a one-off payment to say thank you, I do have the Buy Me a Coffee link, which I'll dig out as well, which various people have done that, and I really appreciate that as well. But if you would like to be involved, and I'll definitely send out a few extra things, like occasionally do background on stories or other information. I just want to make sure there's plenty of value and lots chucked in there. So links will be in the email this is with, or underneath the video. And until probably about 2 days' time when I do the main update, happy reading.